We talked about the implicit differentiation, and we learned how can we find the implicit, or how to use the implicit differentiation to find dy over dx for an equation or for expression that have an x and y on the same side. Today now we will learn how can we find the second derivation using the implicit differentiation. Like here, find the second derivation if 4x squared minus 2y squared equal 9. Here now, we have 4x squared minus 2y squared equal 9. Let's find here. We say 4 times 2, which is 8x, minus 4y times dy over dx. Since I find the derivation of y, I must write dy over dx equal, what is the derivation of any constant? The 0.
0.
So I have now 8x equal, I will move the 4y dy dx to the other side. So it will be 4y times dy over dx. Then divide by 4y, divide by 4y. So 2x over y equal dy over dx. This is for the first derivation. As we said before, we found the derivation of x, the derivation of y, and since we find the derivation of y, you must write dy over dx. So 2x over y is dy over dx. After this step, I want to find now the second derivation. It was, here we have 2x over y. So g squared, which is y squared, times, this is f, and this is g. So y squared, then down, we will say g, which is y, times f prime. What is the derivation of 2x?
2.
2. Thank you. Minus. So we said g f prime minus f, which is 2x, g prime. What is the derivation of y?
1.
1 times what?
Times dy over dx.
dy over dx. Thank you. Now, so we have then two y minus 2x dy over dx over y squared. Then now after that, I have dy over dx. I cannot keep it like this. I cannot keep it as dy over dx. What I have to do? We said here that dy over dx is equal to x over y. So I will substitute now with 2x over y. Instead of writing dy over dx, I want only d squared over y squared, or d squared y over, or the second derivation. That's only I want. But here I have dy over dx. I cannot keep it. So I will substitute it now with 2x over y. So it likes 2y minus 2x times 2x over y squared. So it is 2y minus 4x squared over y squared. Here, that's it. That's here. I have to find the first derivation as we know before. Then we have to find the second derivation. To find the second derivation, we will find it as we know, but if we have dy over dx, you must substitute it with the previous step, which is dy over dx, or which is 2x over y. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Now we will do another example. But this is the first idea. Okay, here we find the dy over dx using the implicit differentiation. Then we will find the second derivation as we know. When we found dy over dx, we have to substitute it with the dy over dx that we found it before. Let's now go to the second one. Here, let's do these examples. Find the second derivation by the implicit differentiation. Number 13 here. We have 2x squared minus 3y squared equal 4. So its derivation is 4x minus 6y times what?
Equal 0. Times dy over dx.
Equal
0.
Equal 0. So 4x equal 6y times dy over dx. Divide by 6y, divide by 6y. I want to write dy over dx. It will be 4x over 6y. So it is 2x over 3y. This is the dy over dx using the implicit differentiation. But I need to find the second derivation. We said the second derivation is, look at here, we have to use the quotient rule. It is 3y squared then this is g and this is f. So it's a 3y g times f prime. What is the derivation of 2x?
2.
It is 2 minus f times g prime, which is 3 times, since I find the derivation of y, I have to write dy
y over dx.
Then, so the second derivation, it will be 6y minus 6x, and instead of writing dy over dx, I have to write 2x over 3y. Just substitute with dy over dx, which I wrote it here, over 3y squared. It's like 6y minus 12x squared over 3y, or you can say it is 4x squared over 3y squared. This will be now the second derivation. Now, by the way, you can simplify it more, but you can stop here. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes. Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Let's do now another example. In number 14 here, we have x cubic plus y cubic equal 1. So we have 3x squared plus 3y squared, and since we find the derivation of I talking about y, we must write dy over dx, which equal to What is the derivation of a constant? It is 0. So
0.
3x squared equal minus 3 minus 3y squared dy over dx. Then dy over dx, it will be negative or 3x squared over negative 3y squared, and since they cancel each other, so dy over dx, it will be x squared over y squared, or negative x squared over y squared. This is dy over dx. The second step, we have to find the second derivation. Y squared raised to the power 2, which is g squared. Then let's assume that this is f and this is g. So g times f prime. What is the derivation of f?
X to the power negative 2x to the power 1.
Negative 2x, yes. Then minus x, f times g prime. What is the derivation of g prime here?
2y
2y times
times
dy
dy over dx.
over dx, yes. Then it is y or negative negative 2x y squared plus 2y x squared times dy over dx, which is negative x squared over y squared. I just substitute dy over dx with negative x squared over y squared. Now over y squared. It can be written as negative 2xy squared plus or minus 2x squared x times x to the power 4 and y, okay, over y because they cancel each other, over y to the power 4. This will be now the second derivation. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
We found the first derivation, then we have to find the second derivation, and when we have dy over dx, we must substitute it with the first derivation that we found it before. Let's now do number 15. In number 15 here, we have x cubic, y cubic minus 4 equals 0. Or you can write it as equal 4. Here now, we have to use the power rule. So, this is f and this is g. F times g is f prime g plus g prime f. F prime, where's f prime?
3x
Say
to
it
the
is
power
f-
2.
Yes, 3x squared times g.
Y.
Y cubic times
Yes.
uh,
لا لسه هو just only g plus g prime. What is the derivation of y cubic?
3y to the power
3y
2.
cubic.
3y squared. This is g. I want the derivation of g. It's 3y squared times
Times
dy
dy over dx.
over dx. Yes. Then plus no, without plus, sorry. Times So this is
X
the
cubic.
derivation of g prime times x cubic, yes. So it's 3x squared y cubic plus 3x cubic y squared times dy over dx equals 0. So 3x squared y cubic is equal to the negative 3x cubic y squared times dy over dx. Let's now divide by negative 3x cubic y squared, negative 3x cubic y squared. So dy over dx is 3 cancel negative, it will be negative sign. X squared with x, we have x down and y up. So it's negative y over x. After you simplify it, we get negative y over x. Look at it. If I simplify it correctly, and before I clean it. 3 was negative 3 is negative sign. X squared with x cubic. So we have x in the denominator. And y cubic up and y squared down. We have only y in the numerator. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
So this is now dy over dx. Let's now find the second derivation. So dy over dx, or the second derivation, sorry. Let's write down x squared, since this is g and this is f. So x squared g times f prime. What's the derivation of negative y?
Negative 1
Negative 1 times dy
times
over
dy
dx.
over dx.
Yes, minus. So we say g f prime minus f times g prime. What is the derivation of x?
1
This is 1. So it is x times negative. What is dy over dx? It's negative y over x. Negative of negative y over x.
y over x.
Yes,
Teacher, why it's negative dy over dx?
because it's negative y here. Here it's like this. I mean, it's negative y over x. So g times negative 1 times dy over dx. And we can write it as negative 1 times dy over dx. So x times negative 1 times dy over dx, which is negative y over x, minus negative x times y. This negative sign times that, it will be negative xy over now x squared. X cancel x. Sorry. X cancel x and negative cancel negative. So we have y plus xy over x squared. Y plus xy over x squared. This will be now the second derivation.
Teacher, why is it x not 1 in the derivative?
Where?
It will be teacher minus negative y
Minus
times
negative
1.
Okay. Here it will be, you mean that here it have to be 1.
Yes.
Yes.
So it is x times negative 1 times negative y over x, which is dy over dx, plus y over x squared. We said that x cancel x, so it's y plus y
Over x squared.
So it is 2y over x squared. This will be now the second. This will be now. This will be now. Okay, thank you. This will be now the second derivation. It is 2y over x squared. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Let's do now number 16. Number 16 here. We have x times y plus y squared equal to. So the first one, x times the derivation of the second term plus y times 1 plus, this is for x times y. The first one times the derivation of the second one plus the second one times the derivation of the first one plus 2y times dy over dx, since we find the derivation of y equal what? Equal 0. So x times dy over dx plus 2y times y dy over dx equal negative y. Why we put negative? Because we move it to the second side or to the another side here. Then let's take dy over dx as a common factor. So we have x plus 2y
Plus 2y equal
negative y.
negative y.
So dy over dx is negative y over x
Over
plus
x plus 2y.
2y. Now, now let's find the second derivation. Here, as we remembered before, let's assume this is f and this is g. So
it will be x plus 2y
as we
squared.
remember, we say g squared down, g f prime minus f g prime. So where is g? It is x plus 2y squared. Now let's write it up. X plus 2y times f prime. What is the derivation of f?
Negative 1.
This is negative
It's
1.
negative 1 times what? Sorry.
dy over dx.
Thank you. Times negative 1 times dy over dx. Then minus f which is negative y. Stop. Give me 1 minute, please. So, f g prime minus or we say g f prime now minus f g prime. Where's f? It's negative y times. What is the derivation of x plus 2y? It is 1 plus
1 plus
dy
dy over dx.
over dx. Thank you. Then after that now, let's now substitute instead of
Teacher,
dy.
what isn't it 2 dy over dx?
Where?
هون نفس فوق إنه 1 plus 2 dy over dx.
Yeah.
تصير g prime.
Okay, it is
Okay.
x plus 2y. So its derivation. You mean that I remove it? I forget 2.
Mm.
Okay, thank you. Then, so here we have x plus 2y times negative 1 times, what is dy? It is negative y over
Y over
x plus
2
2y.
x plus
Then minus negative y 1 plus negative 2y
first it
over x
yes.
plus 2y. Now let's simplify them. We have y plus y times 1 minus 2y over x plus 2y over now x plus 2y squared. This will be now the second derivation. We found here a dy over dx, and after that we found the second derivation. And since here we have dy over dx and dy over dx, we now substitute with it and simplify if we can. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
now by now we finished the calculus for the first semester. Tomorrow we will revise for the quiz, and inshallah on Sunday